Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity with me, Bring It On. Gonna clear this out real quick.
I'm here.
Speak to Minea. What you got for me? How have you been doing since the salt well? She laughs. I know that look. You're worried I've lost more than a few bad dreams. It's strange, that my life's been shaped by something I don't remember. She tilts her head to one side, thinking. But I finally feel like I can look forward instead of back. She smiles at the thought. I just have to figure out what I'm looking forward to.
If you say so. Got it done.
Saint Wheatgilt's Cudgel. +5 accuracy, inflicts persecuting for 10 seconds on hit. Has the damaging enchantment. A strictly devoted follower of Wotica, Wheatgilt was haunted by dreams of criminals committing horrific acts of violence, only to escape punishment or receive one that was unduly light. She came to believe Wotica was speaking to her through these dreams, demanding these people receive justice. Wheatgilt found these criminals in hideouts and homes, and very often in jail, serving inadequate sentences. She would steal into these places, which were frequently under heavy guard, find her way to the criminal, and pronounce the judgment of Wotica. Her incredible knack for reaching these places were, in some instances, later declared as miracles when she was canonized. If the criminal was lucky, it would only mean disfigurement, but most were executed on the spot with Wheatgilt's cudgel. Eventually, Wheatgilt's reputation spread too far, and many criminals that feared her began to set traps and issue bounties. When she was finally caught, she was clubbed to death with her own weapon. It is said that with her final words, she declared that she was a murderer, and that she deserved this fate. St. Wheatgilt's cudgel is a simple spiked club with a leather-wrapped handle. The wood itself is irreversibly stained reddish-brown with the blood of criminals. And what does persecuting do?
Yeah.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Highlighted, you can click on it. Like a living prison, thick arms of coral have grown around an assortment of old, weathered relics. Alright, so I should probably rest, but I'm going to wait till after we explore this room. Which may end up being a mistake. We'll see. Sorry, I'm going to burn through a lot of my cooldowns because we will rest after this. Also, if I seem a little rusty, it's because it's been a little while since I've played. I've also been up for over 24 hours.
Step lightly.
I think this is new. The Sea and Her Love. Traditional Andrite hymn. The sea beheld her love, shining bright from on high. She bade him come down from his palace in the sky. Her love cannot be swayed. She took a peace into her heart, and all who saw her grief that day sleep in her bosom still. I believe we've read that one. Alright, we have not read this, I'm pretty sure. I really wish they marked the ones you've read already. Make it so much easier to keep track. So the Gift Bearer's Pilgrimage. A gift bearer of Andra is traveling along the road when she meets a man in tears holding a scrap of parchment. "Why do you weep?" asked the gift bearer. "I hold here a letter from my wife. I try to be a good husband, but the letter says that I was not, that she has gone to seek the company of a better man. Now this is all that remains of her." "Give the letter to me then," says the gift bearer. "For once you have forgotten the letter, your wife can cause you no further pain." The man gives her the letter and finds his tears have dried up. He thanks the gift bearer and leaves at peace. The gift bearer continues on, contemplating the man's story, but does not get far before she encounters an old woman in tears, holding a string of beads. "Why do you weep?" asks the gift bearer. "I hold here a string of beads that counted the years of my daughter's life. Sickness took her while she was still a child, and she was denied the joys of a full life, and I the joys of a mother. This is all that remains of her." "Give the beads to me then," says the gift bearer. "Once you have forgotten the beads, your daughter can truly rest." The old woman gives her the beads, and finds her grief no longer gnaws at her soul. She thanks the gift bearer and leaves at peace. Thinking of the woman's pain, the gift bearer follows the road until she reaches the sea. In her hands, she carries the letter and the beads. They are light in her hands, but heavy upon her heart, and she is crying. She prays to Andra to allow the objects to be forgotten, and cast them into the water. And yet, long after they have sunk beneath the waves, the gift bearer finds herself still weeping. "Merciful Andra," pleads the gift bearer. "In your service, I have helped people forget their troubles. Yet though I pass them on to you, I feel them still as though they were mine. How can this be?" The gift bearer listens to the wisdom of the crashing waves until she understands. To feel the troubles of others in your soul is a burden itself. However, she has no token to give to Andra to bear it away, for the troubles are not hers to forget. "I give myself to you then," says the gift bearer. "For once I am in your care, no memory may haunt me." And with that, the tide comes forth and embraces the gift bearer, and when it ebbs, she is gone.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
Alright, let's get out of here and go rest. I'm going to speak to Long Bosk on the way out, if he's still there. So I'm thinking the named Andrite monk that we fought in here may have been his mistress. And I'm wondering how he'll take the news of us having to kill her. He seems like an alright guy. I don't want to make an enemy of Long Bosk. So we'll head back to Stalwart, we'll rest, get the very nice bonus from the Golden Whale room. Yeah, that's what it's called. And then we'll go to... was it Whitestone Hollow? Yeah, for Zawa's quest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a long day. Had to work, and then I had to travel back home from my traveling. May have mentioned it. I mentioned it somewhere. I don't know if it was this Let's Play or not. But I travel for work. Sometimes. It's mostly remote work, but there is some traveling involved. And by the time I got home, it was time for me to record. So I was like, I'll just go and record, and then I'll go to sleep after. So here we are. I'm currently on my second win. I'm going to take advantage of it.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you? Top quality.
That is the Golden Whale. Look at me go.
There is a spirit lion there, just ahead. Can you see it, Watcher?
Zawa's wide-pupiled eyes track the movement of some unseen animal.
The lion was the symbol of my master, Ishipilo. This is a sign. Has he come here at last to teach me what he would not in life? To be the Anitle?
The Anile. Remind me.
This is a Nalpazka warrior who has ascended from the snares of the material world. He cannot be beaten. It was Ishipilo's greatest secret. Even on his dying day, he refused to pass it on to me. If he had taught me, I would have been able to protect the Takan. We would never have been conquered.
I thought the Ketchmodel had defeated you. Isn't this too late?
I swore to return to liberate my people when I had learned to become the Anitle. This lion, this is what I have been waiting for.
What do you propose we do?
I have some herbs prepared, malcachoa, plus some things I've been saving. We should eat them so we can meet with the lion in its world. It would be my honor if you would come with me on this journey. A watcher may see things that I cannot.
Very well. Zawa looks to the rest of the party.
That goes for everyone. I would welcome the presence of friends.
I don't think that those herbs would work on the Devil of Karak. but I could be wrong. He pours a scattering of leaves and mushrooms into a cupped hand, and holds them out for the others to inspect.
I can't believe you've been holding out on me this long. There are simpler ways to understand the world, monk. A single stroke of my staff would do, but very well.
Inappropriate, Durrance.
No better friend than one sharing good drugs.
This ain't fair.
Are you ready?
I had questions first.
Of course.
Okay, I'm ready to pursue the lion now.
Excellent.
Zawa distributes his mix of herbs, keeping a generous amount for himself. The plants give off a variety of strong, conflicting odors, some sweet, some acrid, and at least one that induces immediate sneezing. Their appearances are largely unfamiliar to you. You drop a handful of the mixture into your mouth and chew. The taste is dull and earthy at first, but within moments of chewing, it becomes powerfully sour, then sweet like nectar. Then it begins to take on a new character that's unlike anything you've ever eaten before. Your vision swims, and you see the world in a different, more vibrant spectrum. Zawa takes one look at your expression and laughs.
You are ready.
Alright, done with Scion. We'll get rid of Shock Mage.
Do not let the lion escape us.
Alright, come here, kitty cat.
Is that flower singing? No. Stay focused, Zawa.
This say. Wind howls through the trees, fluting and musical. You feel no breeze upon your skin.
Did you...
Small fish dart between the stones. Little flickers of color, there and gone again.
see where it went?
There's one right here. It's not the right one. This man's face is weather-beaten, and his eyes are sunken deep into his skull. His body is scarcely more than a string of bones. He speaks with great effort, his voice dry and grainy.
Will you help me? Water. From the waterfall, please.
Why from the waterfall? Why not the pond? The man shakes his head sadly.
It appears to be the same in every way, but alas, it only makes my thirst greater. Only water from the waterfall will do. I wish it were not so.
I can carry you over to the waterfall. Then you can drink from the source.
I have tried, but the water eludes me. I open my mouth, and it falls only on either side. I place cupped hands beneath and pull them out dry. Only the first time was I able to taste it. Never have I tasted anything so pure. Ever since, I have not been able to bring myself to leave. I wish only to taste it once more. That would be enough.
I'll see what can be done. He nods and thinks, and offers you a water skin lying beside him.
You will need this to collect the water. I will be forever grateful.
So we know the lion went in the other direction. I assume all this is just side quest territory. Or side objective. For all we know, that haggard man could be Zawa's master. Water flows from a pool at your feet, upward into the rocks above, as though time itself were flowing in reverse. It sounds more like a stream than a waterfall. Examine the water. The column of water is clear and pure. Its flow is steady, but not torrential. Other than the direction of its course, it seems ordinary. Gather some water in the water skin. You place the skin in the water and invert it, filling it steadily. Almost immediately, the water around your hand begins to roil and hiss. You feel an excruciating, burning pain as the water begins to eat away at the skin of your fingers. Ignore the pain. You hold the water skin in place, despite the agony in your fingers. Skin gives way to flesh and then to bones, and still you feel the water skin in your grip. It's all an illusion, you realize. And with that realization, the pain fades. From one moment to the next, the enchantment falls away, leaving an ordinary hand holding an ordinary and full water skin. When you go to replace the stopper, something strikes your hand from below, having been carried upward by the waterfall current. It drops into the pool. Reach down where it fell, withdraw a handful of jewels, pure and blue as the waterfall itself.
Yeah. Sure.
Have you had any success?
Give water. We're able to capture some water, yes.
Wonderful! I've waited so long.
His fingers tremble with excitement as he closes his hand around the stopper and slowly twists it. The stopper comes free suddenly and flies from his hands, propelled by a violent burst of steam.
Oh no.
He upends the water skin, holding it above his lips, but not a single droplet falls. He shakes it, twists it, squeezes it, all to no avail. The water is gone.
In his history, I am surprised he had not foreseen this possibility. He longs not for the water, but for the experience of first tasting it. He is bound for disappointment. Suffering is very pretty, yet it feels empty. What value does it have if he refuses to learn from it? He not see that he seeks something that can never be recovered.
Ishapilo sits meditating. He opens his eyes and looks at Zawa.
Hello, pupil. You come to me with a question, do you not?
He coughs, dry as desert sand. Zawa stares at him, his mouth quivering faintly.
Yes, Ishapilo. I have sought your wisdom across many lands, over many years. Are you here to grant it to me?
Yes, pupil. I am here for you.
Zawa nods, draws a deep breath.
People are captives of the Ketch model. I need to know the secrets of the Anitle.
Of course. The answer has been with you the whole time, pupil. You are blind not to...
Ishapilo breaks down into a coughing fit. As he coughs harder, granules of dust fly from his mouth in plumes.
Sir, please, I cannot hear you.
Zawa steadies him by the shoulders. But Ishapilo's cough only worsens. Dust pours from his lips by the mouthful.
To me.
Zawa's hands tighten around Ishapilo's frail body. He shakes Ishapilo, but the coughing continues. He shakes him again, and in Zawa's hands, Ishapilo turns to dust. It scatters instantly to the winds. Zawa looks at the dust on his hands, holding them cupped as if to preserve some vital piece of his master's wisdom. Despite his best efforts, the winds carry off the remains, leaving him with nothing. He frowns.
After his death, I have always felt that when the time was right, Ishapilo would find a way to teach me his secret. Yet here we are on his trail, and his knowledge is no less a mystery to me. This what I am meant to see? That his teachings will always be beyond me?
We aren't done here yet. There must be something more worth learning here.
Yes, this is but a piece of the whole. There must be more to be revealed.
Alright, let's continue our journey around this vibrant landscape. Totem murmurs as you pass, too softly to understand. Every log of this home is coated in fine hairs. Somewhere beneath your feet, you hear a low, hollow drumming. You draw close to the embers and find the air between you cold. Your arms prickle with goosebumps.
Hey,
hello
look
there.
what I found.
Talking about shackling, we've seen that before. But neat. Wonder if I missed that the first time I explored this area, or if it's exclusive to this version of it.
Yeah.
The grass ripples and heaves, like the flank of a breathing animal. I think we've come full circle. I saw the spirit back there to speak to, but I'm gonna loot all this stuff first. I saw the corpses. Alright, so we got a bunch of ingredients. Let's talk to the spirit. Might tell us that we have to put it in here in a certain order or something. A lone spirit hovers back and forth, agitated, muttering. I can learn from them, from their mistakes. Their failures have revealed the path to me, and I am very close. The spirit points to a scattered collection of maimed and contorted bodies distributed around a stone pedestal. Something odd registers in your mind about the corpses. Then the realization dawns. They all appear to belong to the same person.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Zawa chuckles. What are you getting close to?
On that pedestal you see before you, I placed a gem for safekeeping. You have never seen such a perfect gem. I regretted leaving it behind almost immediately. It has been my every waking thought ever since.
Why do you want it?
It is all I have left of something that was important to me.
Very important, by the look of it.
I might be able to get it for you. The spirit seems to consider this. Wisps of essence dart in and out of its shape, like bolts of electricity.
That would be most welcome.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Oh, my head is spinning. Stand clear.
Right
I
here.
think I'm gonna vomit.
Yeah.
Right here.
And she's immune. Sentimental gem. Gem appears at first glance to be strikingly beautiful, yet upon further examination, there seems to be nothing special about it.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be getting hit by this right now if I hadn't parked to this side before speaking to the spirit.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Were you able to retrieve the gem?
Give gem. Yes, I have it here. The spirit pulses excitedly with light and warmth.
This is a great relief. Give it here.
The spirit extends claw-like translucent hands toward you, cupped together. When you let the gem drop, it passes through the spirit's hands and lands on the ground.
Ah, clumsy. No need to worry, I've got it now.
The spirit crouches to pick up the gem. It scoops at the gem, but cannot make contact with it. It does so over and over.
This is a snare my master never told me of. How great, how subtle the hold of the past upon us.
Let's keep moving. Zawa nods.
Huh?
An old shaman hunches over a translucent table. Paint is streaked on either side of her eyes like flames. She casts an assortment of strange objects onto the table. A finger bone, a Stelgar tooth, turtle shell, a few stones painted with symbols. She studies them over and over with disbelieving eyes. At last, she looks up.
There is no mistake. The portents do not lie. Zawa, you will be our chieftain. You will succeed Ishapilo and lead us to victory over the Ketchmata. I will tell Ishapilo that he must accept you. The path must be cleared for your reign.
Oh, alright, we're in combat. A little unexpected.
Whatever I said!
On your side! Attack!
Still breathing heavily, Zawa appears deep in thought. He notices your glance.
Shaman's vision always stayed with me. After my master had passed, even after the Takan were conquered, I thought of what the shaman had said and held on to hope. Wonder if it did not also make me proud and foolhardy. If I ignored my own defeat because I did not believe it possible.
You may liberate your people yet.
Zawa has done his people no favors as chieftain, and the Ketchmata would mock your words. What you say is true, nevertheless.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, we'll continue through this dimension and see if we can't get to the bottom of Ishipilo's lessons. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.